Welcome everyone, how you guys doing? If you guys inside here, hit that subscribe, like, share. Thank you for tuning in. And we got a bunch of reactions we're gonna get through. Someone sent me a request, asked me to react to this, and I was in my mind like, there's no way it could be what I'm thinking. I've seen a few memes and I swear tweets about this guy. So disrespectful IRL streamer hates how Korea is treating him. Now, if it is what I think it is, let me not say let's let it play. You know what I'm saying? But don't ever go into somebody else's country and disrespect their culture. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they gotta say, man. Let's go.
Things have got so much worse for the most hated IRL streamer, who's currently facing over a decade in prison in Korea, as it was now reported that new charges have been filed against him. And his trial date has now been set.
Oh. Serious case of play stupid games and win some seriously stupid prizes. He's facing prison time right now, yeah? Okay.
And the dude is just absolutely losing his mind and making everything worse for himself. Not like that's just a new thing for this guy. He's been doing that his entire career. And I mean, I've made a plethora of videos on this guy covering the ongoing situation, so most people know. This guy makes a living off of harassing people in public. And specifically, he's built his career off of harassing people in Japan last year. He was arrested, he apologized, he spent a little bit over 3 months in jail over there, but once he was released, he deleted the apology and then started making fun of Japan again. Then he just continued his
So he did 3 months time in jail, came out, apologized, and then went right back to doing the same shit over again. Does he? You asking for a death wish or something? Like, come on, bro. What's wrong with you? Where's he from?
In other countries, and that just led him to more encounters with the police and other angry civilians. But his most recent situation is going on in Korea, where he essentially decided to do what he was doing in Japan, but act out infinitely more. He really just wanted to test the limits to see how far he can get away with things, and so far, it seems like he might have found that limit, you know, because he's facing over a decade in prison now. But Korea is doing things a little bit different to what Japan did. Japan, they held him in jail until his case was over. Korea, they said, hey, we'll just give you a travel ban. Good luck surviving out there, bud. The burden of providing for yourself is on you. And by the way, you can't work. You know, because if he does his job, he's going to make his trial way worse for himself. Then on top of that, it's not like he has a work visa either. He's on a tourist visa. So it's safe to say the dude is stuck between a rock and a hard place. And that is if there's only one trial, because he's committed dozens of felonies in Korea and snitched on himself doing everything.
So literally, he can't leave, no matter what he does.
Because he live streamed everything. So all the prosecutors and victims need to do is watch through all the footage and file charges as needed. He really just made things so much easier on them and infinitely worse for himself. But I guess that's just the consequences of harassing strangers.
That's why they say you can't record and pull out your phone and stream everything you be doing. You make the prosecutor's case life so much easier. Be careful what y'all be putting in music and rapping about. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they out here.
On the street for profit. So as of right now, he's currently in legal trouble for two things: the 7-Eleven incident for disrupting the business, and the newest one added to his current trial is a violation of a Minor Offenses Act, which, from what I can tell, is a misdemeanor. And the most common punishment for that would either be a fine and or up to 30 days in jail. And this charge is pretty vague, so it's a little bit unclear on what he did to get this charge, but Andrew from Legal Mindset went over the things you need to do, or allegedly do, to get this charge.
So you see here, we've got breaking into empty houses. Oh, that could have been it. Because he broke into the house too. Remember that? He trespassed. Shit. Carrying a concealed weapon. Preparing for violence. False reporting. Changing the scene of dead bodies. Woof, that's bad. Failing to report a person in need. False assumption of a title. So if you pretend to be anyone with a rank or public office or academic degree, if you pretend to have any other medal, emblem, etc. So that could be pretty much anything, any rank, decoration. So that could even be a title, like if you pretend to be a lawyer, pretend to be a PhD.
So
that's interesting. He was pretending to be press at one point.
Plethora of things that could be relevant here. Yeah, so I mean, there's a plethora of things that could be relevant here, as he did interrupt a televised concert or ceremony. He did harass a bunch of people in public, and then Andrew...
He interrupted a televised concert held. Nah, I ain't feeling sorry for him. Not one bit. He gets what he deserves, bro. Just want to say, he plays stupid games, you win some extremely stupid prizes. Yeah, fuck around and find out.
You also mentioned that he did break into someone's place. So that is really interesting. He also made countless threats. And then you have number 20 there, which is also relevant because this guy is just regularly day drinking in public and acting belligerent towards random citizens on the street for his content. So this charge is very vague, but clearly a lot of his behavior fits this charge. But he also made some extremely creepy threats to another streamer, which both he himself streamed and the victim. But the creator Decoy Voice covered this a little while back.
Maria, get the out of here. Just touch me again. I swear to God.
As apparently he's all riled up because that other streamer girl tried to throw water on him.
Hold up, so he threatened that over some water?
Yeah,
so Johnny's
seriously.
Bonnie to his Clyde.
Yeah, boy got serious issues. Might be some issues for real though. Like, he don't look all there. He don't seem like he's fully there in his head. I mean, I'm not even gonna try to understand how people think the way they do, because then you just end up more confused than anything. At the same time though, he looked like he need help. Like Arkham kind of help.
And throw a drink on her.
Don't try to throw a drink on me. Yeah, you don't shit, you know? Shut up! Shut up!
And as I tried to see what happened after, he quickly deleted that video, bragging that he smacked her camera across the street and immediately deleting the saved stream.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, so he's aware enough to try to scrub all of his stuff as soon as possible, but unfortunately for him, the Clippers, like Cancel Johnny's and many more, have caught on to this, and they just record all of his streams. Also, I mean, this is assault.
Don't ever rely on me again.
This guy is just such a massive man-child who's clearly on a mission to ruin his own life.
Like, he's so hard, ain't he? I mean, I know, like, bruh. What? You want to feel sorry for people like that? You know what I mean? Like, what happened to you in your life? What upbringing did you have? You know, like, you want to find out the story behind what made them so pathetic. But at the same time, you like, you know what I mean? I don't give a. Bruh, you're an adult now. You should know better. Like, yeah. Where's he now? In Japan, yeah? Or is it Korea? We're from Japan to Korea. He gonna learn one way or the other. He gonna learn. Trust me when I tell you that. They don't play around over there.
For internet attention. And also, I guess because he can't really control his own emotions. And also, I'm laughing here because not what he said. What he said is awful. But how pathetic he is hilarious.
Can you please help me? Help me! He said he's gonna rape me. Please help me. He said he's gonna rape. He did. Please help me.
Did she say what I think she said?
He said he's gonna rape me. I said him.
Yeah.
That's a threat, yeah.
What is he crashing out for? But I guess his whole stream is just one big crash out. But even by the bar that he set so low for himself, this is still pathetic. And this situation has become relevant again because now there's a few charges there. Obviously, the threats, assault.
Serious charges right there, bro. That ain't no joke thing. You don't play with them. You don't play with them kind of jokes. I don't care who, what, where, when, how. You don't play with those jokes. You know what I mean? I don't find them jokes funny. And people be like, oh, dark humor. Lets me know where your brain is at. What you be thinking about.
But also, this business happened to be ABC Pizza, and the people have now reported him for disrupting that business, just like he did at the 7-Eleven. Because as we saw, the people he harassed here were customers of the business and spent a decent amount of time causing a commotion at the entrance of this business. So that's also being reported to the investigators. Now, in a separate situation, a Korean creator has now filed charges against him for violating national railway laws. This is for harassing the people on the train, like we covered in my last video on him. And if all of these incidents were just isolated, if he only did one of them and he didn't do any of the others, they would probably slip through the cracks because like no one cares enough. But because of who Johnny is and how much shit he's done in Korea in the short time that he's been there, I mean, just his whole career is harassing strangers in public for his own content. And he's now been charged with 2 things. They just want to throw
everything at him, lock him up. I don't care. Have some respect when you go to other people's country. You know what I'm saying? If I come over to your house and you're like, yo, I don't allow shoes in my house. I got a choice. I could take off them shoes to go into your house, or I can go back home. At the end of the day, I need to respect the rules of your house. You know what I mean? I got a choice. If I don't want to respect them, I'll go back home. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to step past that door, it is what it is. Like,
everything at him. And you know, the pathetic catalyst that caused this national hatred and outrage towards him was his P. Diddy jokes, then undressing and rubbing baby oil all over himself and the Comfort Lady statues, then, you know, groping and dancing on it. He obviously did this to upset as many people as possible, as the Comfort
Woman to do some in memory of the SA victims or something like that. I remember hearing about that with the baby oil or something like that with this boy. That's just that there in itself. You lucky you still here, bro.
women's statues are to honor and remember the thousands of SA victims from the 1930s into the early 40s. And he was extremely aware of exactly what he was doing, even though he played dumb and didn't know. And every time he gets confronted, he just plays this stupid act of like, I didn't do anything wrong. Please enlighten me on what I did wrong, because I don't even understand that I did something wrong.
That's taking a piss.
Yeah, I digress. But remember the streamer Bong Bong, who Johnny made the deep pig video of them making out? That's also a potential charge. We saw her live stream herself pressing charges, but she apparently decided to not pursue them any further. Well, that is until recently, because allegedly Johnny was begging her not to follow through with those charges. But now there's a rumor that she's filing them anyway. Now, will she follow through this time? Who knows? But we do also know that the investigators were looking into that case, even though that she dropped the charges.
Yeah, well, bro, if it's any truth, you know, they say there's no smoke without fire. You know what I mean? I hope they find out, get to the bottom of it. Because if that's the case, yeah, fam. Special place. Way down below. Waiting for those kind of people. You understand what I'm trying to say? Man, this boy like the scum of the earth. Let's roll.
This is because she filed them to begin with. But another new update to the situation is his trial is now scheduled for December 20th, where he's facing a charge of disrupting a business, which again, he live streamed because clearly he's very determined to build the best possible case against himself. That's what makes all this so funny. He is the prosecution's own star witness against himself, because the dude loves lying, and he even bragged about lying in court in Japan to get out with a lesser sentence. So now he'll be like, nah, that didn't happen. And then the prosecutors are like, well, here's this live stream. Because the difference between...
Is he a few sandwiches short of a picnic basket? He's not all deer in the head, yeah? Because there's no way you could be so stupid and be around in this day and age, 2020. And then again, I take that back in. I'll take it back because I know you guys will correct me. Yeah, there's a lot of, there's a lot of, people out there that made me question why common sense ain't so common no more.
In Korea and Japan right now is now we have all of this information that Japan didn't have back then that's being shown to the prosecutors now. It also seems like the prosecutors over there are way more aggressive and also way more interested in seeing what the internet has compiled of his own actions. Well, you may be asking, what has he been doing since he was indicted? Well, you know, he did that publicity stunt where he apologized and pretended he didn't know anything about the statue.
Can you guys tell me a little bit more of the history of the statue? Because I haven't done too much research. Yeah.
But again, he streamed himself, literally enlightening his viewers on what that statue was and what it stood for.
I'm talking about the Korean comfort women. The thousands of women who were forced into...
So he did this, what? Before that video we just saw of him asking whoever it is was, by the sounds of it, ready to kick his ass. Yeah. I don't know what it means. Could you let me... Bruh. Man, you gonna find out. He gonna find out. Trust me when I tell you that he gonna find out. Let's go.
By the Imperial Japanese Army during World War II.
And, you know, to really blow up that apology, he then recently promised that he would repeat those actions to the comfort women statues if he was banned on TikTok.
I swear to God, if they ban this TikTok, I'll go back to the statue tomorrow. Wallahi, if they ban this TikTok, I'll go to the statue tomorrow.
So, yeah, he's just completely destroying any chance of any leniency from a judge. And now he's just starting to completely lose his mind as he started this new content bit where he claims that he's in North Korea, when in reality, he's still in Seoul.
They say the National Intelligence Service is gonna come get me. Tell them, come find me. I ain't scared of them. Shout out North Korea. Shout out Pyongyang. Shout out Kim Jong-un. That's my till the day I die. South Korea.
Right, dude.
Yeah,
they know exactly where you are, and it's not like you can leave the country. So,
it's not a fear of death, it's a lack of fear. Somebody's stupidity outweighs any other primal instinct to sense danger, to know what actions to make or take that might harm yourself, people around you, your life. You know, options people weigh before they do things. Some people just they don't have that. They do it and then play victim.
hang tight, bud. Imagine being this guy's attorney, and then you see your client posting this before the trial. Oh, man. And he's doing this all while extremely confident that he's going to beat this case like OJ. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. But he also posted this video.
Man, it's a hard life out here. They saying I'm going to jail. They're saying all this bullshit. I'm out here. I'm still north, near the DMZ. I made it to North Korea. Thank the Lord. Thank God. Shout out North. Shout out Kim Jong-un. Shout out Pyongyang. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. The reason why I respect North Korea is because they're dystopian. They are a, you know what I mean, fascist place, but they don't lie about it. South Korea is just as fascist. You just lie about it. I touched the statue, so you guys are trying to silence me, murder me, and then jail me. So I might as well be in North Korea. Look, I'm out here in the wilderness. Snow, 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 dying. Yeah, you're never gonna catch me alive.
All right, those are some famous last words. Yeah, I guess this just shows how incredibly ignorant he is. There's a very big difference in the quality of life between those two borders.
Yeah.
But I love how he oversimplifies the whole reason people are upset with him. No.
He's goofy, not educated, and just dumb, and will do anything to get views. Don't care whether it's good attention, bad attention, any attention is welcome. You know, in his eyes, his views.
People are upset with you because you chose to harass people in public for a living, and you act like an attention-starved child. You also have been doing this for over a year now, and it seems like the only thing that's going to stop this behavior is legal repercussions, because nobody deserves to be harassed and broadcast against their will on your live stream, simply because they have to commute to work and are unfortunate enough to share a train car with you. But with the recent martial law order that went into place for a couple hours in Korea, Johnny allegedly lost his mind. He got scared and deleted all of his posts disrespecting South Korea and all of his posts endorsing North Korea. And this is all according to the Korean news channel Korea Now.
Who would have known that of all things, it would be the president of South Korea to finally put a stop to YouTuber Johnny Somali? On December 3rd, after President Yoon suddenly declared martial law, the American quickly took down prior contents which were pro-China and North Korea from his TikTok and other social accounts.
I mean, obviously that didn't last too long. You could declare martial law. I think I saw a piece on that, and they protested. He had to change that quick. Might be up for investigation now, you know what I mean? But yeah.
The martial law declaration lasted for only a handful of hours, and during the
He uploaded a lot of these videos, actually. I only saw a couple of them, apparently, but like they're showing way more videos here than what I've seen.
Over to North Korea. Many think that the YouTuber was most likely panicking, not fully.
Which really just shows you how reckless and stupid he's being. Like in front of his trial, he's doing all of this.
Praising North Korea and the captions that
whatever he gets as a sentence, he deserves it.
time to leave to the true Korea. Somali, who has been banned from leaving Korea back in October, is still waiting to hear his fate for the series of commotions which he caused during his stay.
Man, he better try and get out of Korea on a boat, on the back of a plane, sneak out on whatever it is, do the whole, you know what I mean, mountains, and get back to, I guess, the States, because, bruh, you might not be... All I think is body bag. Yo.
Will Somali finally keep it low? Or do you think he will create more controversies in Korea? Share your thoughts in the comments down below.
Well, I mean, he would be smart if he kept it low until his trial at least, but as we know from covering him, he's not very smart. So I'm definitely expecting him to resume to his antics now that the martial law situation's finished. Also, he wasn't even charged for the comfort woman stuff. He was just punched in the face for that. And that guy, he was also charged. So don't crash out over the streamer.
Yeah.
He's not worth it. Just let the legal process happen and only...
You know, facts. Ain't make no sense going and trying to be vigilante and then you have to pay the price. You know what I mean? You might just be sitting down inside there with the same person. But yeah, no. Now, Johnny Guy just seems like a piece of trash. Weirdo. Few sandwiches short of a picnic basket. Just, you know. He gets everything that's coming to him. He's well deserved. Trust me. He's asked for it. And he's in a foreign country where they don't play those games. Man, they chuck you inside and throw away the key. And you be inside there with like, what? 9, 10, 11, 12 different people? Bruh. Hey. If you guys want to see me do more reactions, let me know. It's a bit late. Like, very late. So, I don't think I'm as enthusiastic, a bit as live as I usually am. I feel that, So, apologies. But, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, be safe, stay blessed.